drinking myself to sleep, passing out, crying. And that's what it did to me. That's what I let it happen. I mean, we would have neighbors bring us groceries. So we would bring, and you know, we would put the groceries on the floor and get on our knees and touch the food and thank God for the food. So I was very grateful, and I was very broken in that environment. And then maybe that same night, you know, I buy a 12-pack of beer and drink myself to passing out on the floor, crying, because I'm so broken. So it was a mixture of, you know, faith and desperation and all these things. There was mornings I couldn't get out of bed, and my wife would just read books over me. She would just read words over me, and she would tell me, just do it. But I was so broken. I mean, I wouldn't say I was suicidal, but I began to Google like how to beat depression right before I was on the edge of it, because I felt I was on the edge. I was right on the edge of tipping over and just losing it, and it was crushing. So that thing is, to not be able to provide is it emasculates a person. It really does. So what do you do though? You just work your way out, you sweat your way out of it, I guess. I just sweated and just didn't give up. I could have given up. I probably should have at many points. There was no reason to believe otherwise, right? Talked to my friend one time, and he got up, and he was actually, I was going through counseling. I was seeing a counselor for like, I just was so screwed up. I was so gone. And he said, how's your business going? I said, well, I'm turning the corner. And after about a month, he said, you know, he literally got up out of his desk, and he said, it seems like to me, every week you're turning the corner. And he just started walking in circles. And you see, the sign was, that's what your business is. It's just walking in circles. There's a verse, I think it's in Malachi, where it says, you know, if you bring the tithe into my storehouse, and it assumes integrity and hard work and 6 days and all that stuff, then I'll bring in so much blessing that I'll open the windows of heaven and bring in so much blessing you won't know where to put it. And it's this idea, and I literally would visualize all this wealth coming into my account. The federal government had a limit, I think it was a $100,000 limit on how much you could put in a bank account. And we maxed that frickin' bank account out, and I literally had to go find another bank account to put money in. I mean, it was the manifestation. I saw these things happening, but I believed in them way before I had any real reason to. It's like, I would imagine that my clients would see me at a live event and throw their hands around me and hug me and cry and tell me how much they changed my life. Now, every week, there are clients that have tearful stories of how my story and my impact and this and that has changed their lives. I mean, it's incredible. But I saw it all before there was any reason to believe it. And it's happened in a bigger measure than I even imagined. But the key is, you have to see this stuff, and you have to believe it when no one else does. That's what you have to do. And then maybe God says, okay, well done, it's yours.
Hey there, family and friends. Vincent Jr. here, co-founder here at the Internet Lifestyle Network. Mark Hoverson, that you just saw in that video, is also a co-founder here at the Internet Lifestyle Network. And we have one more buddy who makes all this magic become a reality for us and everything like that. So the Internet Lifestyle Network, what you're here for and why somebody sent you here is because they want to teach you how to live this internet lifestyle that Mark's living, that myself's living, that many of us are living online right now. And it's actually one of the most beautiful, for me, I think it's the best lifestyle you could ever create. What the internet lifestyle is, it's all about attracting people to whatever business you are, just basically attracting people to your brand, your business, no matter what it is, whether it be a direct sales business, whether it be your own business that you want to create like Mark did as well. You know, same with the Internet Lifestyle Network and the other people who are around, or whether or not you just want to have a bigger presence, awareness of maybe even like a charity deal, right? The internet lifestyle is about attracting many people to whatever your cause is. I mean, you could do something fun like humorous things, right? You could do even funny things as well that attract people to it, and there's always a way to monetize that. There's a way to monetize everything on the planet. Everybody's going to want to know what you have to offer. They're going to want to know, you know, how to lose weight. They're going to want to know, how to create, furniture that looks cool or something. Like, for example, like in my house, we got furniture that people do, cool designs on and things like that, right? So the internet lifestyle is just about being able to attract so many people to you. So, for example, this video today that you're watching right here on this page, the Internet Lifestyle Network, it's being watched by thousands upon thousands of people. And if I was to try to get myself in the Internet Lifestyle Network in front of, you, for example, today, I would have to find your phone number. I would have to look you up. I would have to accidentally, figure out that you even want to see this, and then reach out to you. And then maybe it was a bad time or, a bad situation, which most of you guys who are here, you're probably entrepreneurs or you want to be one. And you've probably tried to reach out to somebody about a business, and you know how that usually goes. It's not very fun. So think about the aspect of I attracted you. The person who brought you here attracted you to this presentation right now. Wouldn't that be nice if you could just do the same thing? Where you could either send somebody here to let us do the work for you, or you just realize and visualize what can happen when you get in this kind of situation for yourself. Because the Internet Lifestyle Network is about branding you. Mark Hoverson right there that you just saw in that video, you're going to actually see his longer story video here at the end of this presentation. But right there, what you just saw is he's a guy who wanted to, create a situation in his life where he could teach Proverbs, because he used to be a youth pastor, but he also wanted to teach people wisdom and leadership that he was reading because he was in, tons of leadership books. He just loves that stuff. So what he's done is he's turned both of those programs into a situation where now he's taught off the Proverbs and learned how to just really excel entrepreneurs to their next level. So, for example, at the 8-figure $1 million day that you're going to get access to inside the Internet Lifestyle Network University when you click the button below, is his first one's called the 8-figure $1 million day. As you can see, the scripture that he bases that off of is the hand of the diligent will rule, but the hand of the slothful will be put to forced labor. So he teaches you off of the Proverbs. Now, I just want you to understand that you don't have to be a Christian or you don't have to believe or anything like that. That's not what this is about. This is just about using the wisest, literally the wisest text that you could ever go find on the planet, in our opinion, to go essentially just excel your business, excel your life, excel your vision. Because when you look at that right there, the hand of the diligent, the person who is constantly working, who's constantly moving, who is constantly speedy in their business, always giving their vision out there, staying consistent, right, will rule, right? So, but the hand of the slothful will be put to forced labor. So the people who are lazy, the people who just don't really want to go after their dreams, things like that, they're the ones that are going to stay working for other people's dreams their entire life. You see the difference? There's a huge, huge difference, you know what I mean? So, but you're going to find out how the 8-figure $1 million day is changing people's lives. If I just scroll down below here, as you can see, we got 154 comments, and we got video after video after video after video after video after video of breakthroughs that are happening in people's lives right now. It's just really, really powerful. And that's the first video that you get access to inside when you come inside the Internet Lifestyle Network University. Here is the ILNU right here. So we do the latest webinar right here on the front. You click here to get started learning. And when you get access inside, you get a lot of stuff. You get his training right there as well. You get my 8-figure branding and attraction marketing training. And it teaches you how this internet lifestyle works. It's how to attract people to whatever you have to offer, okay? So, like I said, if you're in a direct sales business, you still need eyeballs to get to you, to want to know more information, to want to know what pill or product or solution you have for them in your direct sales business. Or if you have your own idea, you need eyeballs to understand that your idea is great, it's powerful. So I got to teach you how to attract people to you, just how you were attracted to this presentation today. Okay, so that's attraction marketing, and I teach you exactly how to word things, how to say things, how to do all that kind of good stuff where you can get more eyeballs to whatever you have to offer. So, for example, Mark Hoverson, he attracted me to his business by the internet, and then I got in, and now we started this partnership. What I did in the beginning when I met Mark Hoverson is I just went through this exact training that you're going to go through, his wisdom, and put that in my life. And literally the value that came out of my mouth immediately became so much more powerful. And the amount of value that you give out to the world is exactly relation into how much income you're going to create. It's directly proportional. I guarantee it. I mean, I'm a living proof of that. Literally, I got under Mark's, mentorship from the time in this video, it's 8 or 9 months ago. And I mean, it was an instant shift. I went from $2,000 a month to making $30,000 in the next 15 days, and then up to $50,000 months of my business. And now it's just like, anything is possible. What happens when you get under people who know what they're doing and have already been there before you, and you actually go step by step through the process instead of trying to act like you know more than them? You can skyrocket your results. So what you're doing is you're literally going through the training mixed in with the stuff that I did at the same time, because Mark doesn't know how to do different marketing things out here that I know how to do, or how to, like, you know, market on Facebook with the step-by-step training, stuff like that. Mark's always just gone on here. He's been really amazing in his leadership and wisdom, and people have just been, you know, attracted to him and put his, I guess, his brand out there. Kind of like what we did with this video, just to show you what he's done for people and showing them his lifestyle that he's changed. A lot of people have been just doing that for years and years and years. And then in the beginning, he did a lot of paid advertisements and all kinds of stuff. He was actually really, really risky in the beginning and spent lots and lots of money to start out his business. Today, literally, you can get access inside of the stuff below this video right here. Get my Internet Lifestyle Network Apprentice membership today. It's $14.95 a month. Just scroll down. You can kind of see what you get right there. Click on that card. Open up that window. $14.95. Right? You're getting the exact same stuff that Mark started with, or it's kind of his wisdom, more or less, of how he started this business idea. Because what Mark had to do in the beginning of his business, and don't get me wrong, this man failed a lot to get where he's at today. We all fail. We all have failure that get us to the places that we are. But what he's done in this famous 8-figure $1 million day is this is exactly what he did in the beginning of his business that really shifted everything. Because you can try to create a $1 million business, but if you don't start out right, then you're never going to have a platform to just really excel. If you have all these undone things and this procrastination built up in your life and people saying things to you that you don't know how to get rid of and don't have your business set up properly, and just like, you're going to find out this 2-hour-long webinar why people are, like, it's almost going viral for an internet marketing video. For a membership area, I just want you to know this is unheard of. I mean, there isn't anything like this inside of a membership area that you'll ever find, ever. I mean, it's just not going to happen. Okay, especially for the amount of people. We only have a couple thousand people in our network, as you can see right here. Here's the Internet Lifestyle family right here. You can check them out. But we only have about a couple thousand people in here right now. For that much action, normally that would take, you know, literally, I'm not even joking, 50,000 plus people to get that much action. So you can see how much of an impact this stuff is making. That's why you're here today, because they want you to, you know, have an impact on your life. So that's all you got to do. Open it up, $14.95 a month, no big deal. And then, like I said, you're also going to get a bunch more stuff as well back there when you're inside the network. You're going to get like a couple videos from me. You're also going to get some of his Solomon CEO, which is a $1,200 product. We actually brought it inside of here for only $500. You can get it later on, but we took out some of the really good videos out of that and gave that to you for $14.95. And then I gave you some of my Facebook marketing. I literally built my business off of Facebook using a bunch of free methods. And you're going to find out when you come inside this 8-figure Facebook marketing why people are like going, wow, I cannot believe that I didn't notice that or didn't see how to do that. Or, you know, it's wild. You think that your Facebook is just for fun, you can make a lot of money off of Facebook. And then after a while, you know, once you get in, once you really dive deep, we want you to check out the Inner Circle training. That's where probably the person who brought you here, they might be in the Inner Circle training already as well. And that's $95 a month. But like, what's cool about this training, the way it's going through, is you're literally going in the exact same step-by-step order that I went through that changed my life. I started with this kind of wisdom, went through the process, got a little bit more upgraded, and then boom, went into his little bit of his higher end stuff. So Solomon, his info blueprint. This is all Mark's main products that have already been sold over millions of dollars with already. So I mean, it's like we put stuff in here that's already proven. So we know the results that you can have. As long as you take action, you stay consistent, there's no reason why you can't become successful, okay? And the reason why I know that you can earn income is because what we've done here is we've created a situation where you can come inside here, go through the training, and take others with you and get compensated for that at the same time. So what we do here is this apprentice training. It's $7 or it's $14.95 to get in, just like you're going to do today, but you make $7.50 per customer that you bring to us. So the person that brought you here, when you take action today, is going to be making half of, it's a little over 50% commissions on your apprentice membership month after month after month. It's not a one-time fee or anything like that. They're going to get 50% commissions forever. Inner Circle training, if you upgraded the 95, they're going to make 50. So think about this when you bring other people, okay? I want you to start visualizing your income stacking up as you go through this process. Like I said, the main thing is about the wisdom, the leadership, the value that you're going to get when you come inside of here. That's really what it's all about. It's not about the income first, because we want you to know that literally the value, no matter how good this stuff is in here, you're not going to attract people in unless you raise your value, and the things that come out of your mouth and the things that come out of your fingertips literally become more valuable. All right? So I just want to let you guys know that that's $95 a month when you get inside. You can always join that whenever you want, but you're going to get paid 50% commissions on that, which is a little bit over actually, and you're going to be paid $50 per month. Kings and Queens training. This stuff's a little bit later on, so there's really no reason I need to explain to you right now, because the main thing that I want you to do is get in and start this $1 Million Day, which everybody that's the first step to go through. And then what you'll do is you'll learn how to attract people to your business as you declutter essentially all things in your life, so you're ready to just rock and roll in the beginning. Then the 8-figure branding and attraction, I teach you the concepts and the methods behind how I get people to my stuff, and why I've been able to literally, I mean, I've sold thousands and thousands and thousands of transactions in the last few months because of the attraction marketing, okay? And then you go through Solomon CEO Discovery, so you upgrade your mindset a little bit more there, and you get a lot more vision for your life, and it kind of molds the way that you see yourself, right? I mean, that's really, really powerful. And then once you're ready to rock and roll, you use the 8-figure Facebook marketing to excel your direct sales business, excel your idea, maybe your own charity, whatever. Or you can bring people inside the Internet Lifestyle Network, and we hook you up for the commissions like we just talked about. So, like I said, we always put ourselves last, the Internet Lifestyle Network, because it's about you, okay? Now, if you ever get in company and they bring you through a training series and things like that, and it's always like, filter people back into our company, then that company was created for a money game, okay? Which is, I mean, whatever, it's fine. It's everybody, in the end of the day, they want to create income. But our main core principles here is about upgrading your leadership, your value, and really making yourself, stand out. Because integrity is everything. If you say that you're something, it's never going to happen. We can literally upgrade you if you go through this process, and your value will be so much higher than you ever knew was possible. It's absolutely amazing what's going to happen. You'll see. So like I said, rock and roll. Below this video right here, let's see. Let me go back to the video with you guys. You're watching this right here. Below this video, as you can see, $14.95 a month. You click on this image anywhere you want. It's going to open up into this window right here. $14.95 a month. You'll get inside the university right here, literally within minutes. It's just how fast you can type your name and email and your credit card info. That's it. And then you're rocking and rolling. You're in. You'll also join our Internet Lifestyle family right here. As you can see, 2,000 people. I mean, the activity in here is insane. We got new members joining minute by minute, pretty much. It's pretty wild what goes on in here. We also have an event coming up August 23rd, 24th, which is going to be really powerful. So I'm super excited about that event. It's going to be a blast. I mean, the events take everything to a new... I mean, look, I'm just scrolling down. It's like constant new people. The events take everything to a new level, though. What happens when you go to these events, it's like it seals the deal in your prospect's eyes. So what I would do is encourage you to jump inside the Internet Lifestyle Network as fast as possible, because our event tickets right now are only at $95. They might be $145, but they're going up for every 50 tickets that are sold. We already have 100 sold, and it just started literally, let's see, about 3 days ago. We just opened them up. So it's going to be super powerful. It's super cheap. I mean, if we wanted to make money on the event, we charge $500, right? This is just to collectively bring people together, have a blast. And literally, this company started from the time I'm doing this video only about 3 weeks ago. We've had, it went from 0 to 2,000 people, in 3 weeks. It's pretty exciting. We have, anywhere from 20-ish members join on the minimum, and then about 100 a day on the maximum. So it really just depends on the day, time of week, things like that. But what we do, I can guarantee, is have some crazy activity for you guys going on around here. And also, I just want to let you know, in case that you don't know yet, right? But you want to feel us out. You want to come in here. You don't really want to take my word because you maybe don't know me yet, but you want to actually know what it's like to be inside of the family right here, because we call each other family. We have each other's back. What you need to do up here on the top right, take a free $97 value 24-hour test drive. Enter your name and email. Boom. Click yes. I'll give it a shot. You'll come over here to our Facebook group right here. On the top right, you'll hit join, and boom, you'll be rocking and rolling. You'll be in. You'll get to literally see exactly what's going on. You can ask people. You can, come inside of our company for 24 hours essentially and ask questions, okay? That's how transparent we are around here. If you're in a company where it feels like there's a wall or a barrier or a closed off door that you can't really see what's going on behind the scenes, I don't recommend you ever join that. You really want to join companies that are this transparent, where it's like, you can see this right now, right? So rock and roll, come in here. You're going to see how literally, people are making breakthroughs right now in their life already. We have a 22-year-old kid. He's already up to $1,000 a month residual income. I think he's like maybe 2 or 3 sales away from that. He's at a little over 900 right now. But as you see right here, this screenshot was taken a couple days ago. And I put this 22-year-old kid, Frazier, is already at almost $1,000 a month recurring income with the Internet Lifestyle Network in 3 weeks, okay? He was at $827 by the time I shot that. That was a day ago. And he just put a post down here, if I can find it, where he was at 900 something a little bit ago, and this is in 3 weeks. Now, I'm not guaranteeing you the results. Obviously, it's one of those things where it's just about the time that you put in. Fraser's worked pretty good, or pretty consistently a lot, right, to build it up that fast. But you can slowly build up as fast as you really want. You know, I made a skyrocket results. Here we go, right here. So he's at 935 right now, 6 hours ago by the time I'm doing this video. So probably by the time you're in here, it's going to be $1,000 a month. A 22-year-old kid, reoccurring income. This isn't just one-time fees, right? It's super powerful. Then, like I said, there's products in here that you can make anywhere from $500 to $750 to $1,000 to $3,250 to $7,700 on one single sale. You're going to find out. So what we've done is we've created a situation where you can come in nice and small, $14.95 a month. Everybody can afford. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter if you have 6 kids and you live in an apartment, or if you have a $1 million home. It just doesn't matter. That price point allows you, or anybody that you bring to us, the ability to join, to feel us out, to go through the wisdom. And you're going to find out, I mean, when we say the value back here, down here below, when we say the value is a $594 setup and $412 a month, you're going to find out just how real that is when you go through it. You're going to be blown away. Now, I can say that with complete certainty because it's constantly people just being blown away right now, okay? And you have a guarantee. If you don't like what we do within the next 30 days or whatever, you can ask for your money back. But we've had a little over a few thousand, we've had a couple thousand people come in. We've had 2 refunds so far at the time of doing this video. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be able to tell you that, but 2 refunds, and I asked them why, and they said they just never got a chance to log in. So I'm pretty sure I love that odds right there, because as you can tell, most products online, the refunds rate are going to be anywhere from 20 to 30% ish on a membership area, things like that. But what we have around here is guaranteed. I mean, you're just going to freak out. Literally, you're going to be like, I can't believe what I paid to get inside of here. And at the end of the day, results are everything. Mark Hoverson, his results speak for themselves. He made over $10 million in 5 years. The guy who's coding behind the scenes, he's been doing it for 12 years now, and he's ran several successful companies. And then I'll stay humble on this and everything, but I mean, I pretty much went from nothing to where I'm at today in 9 months. Co-creating this future $1 million company, and I feel like the Internet Lifestyle Network is going to be a $1 billion company. And it's just one of those things, like, it's not rocket science. You know what I mean? They have that good analogy. They say, if your mom can bake an amazing recipe of some kind of cake, and it's awesome, and she writes everything step by step down, or maybe even videos it step by step, and you follow it to the T, and you don't stray away from it, and you don't miss an ingredient, and you don't miss a step, and you buy the right ingredients, you're going to make the exact same cake, and it's going to taste just as amazing as your mom made it, or that whoever that may be, right, that gave you that recipe. So that's what we're doing here at the Internet Lifestyle Network. You come in, you go step by step by step by step, okay? And like I said, I want you to remember, it's not about getting in the Internet Lifestyle Network and filtering people back in. That's not your first priority. People are doing that every single day because the value is so high for the money and things like that, and the income potential is insane. But I want you to know that if you're in a direct sales business, or if you have your own ideas, or if you just want to start a new business and you want to know how to attract people to you online, then this is what you're going to be doing and learning from. And I promise you that you're probably not going to find anything else out there online for the money, for the value, and for the amount of time and effort that's put in it for what you get. I don't think there's anything that you can get out there that's this valuable for you and your future. So I can say that wholeheartedly, and like I said, this doesn't have to be put on me. You can take a free test drive up here on the top right, $97 value I put up here, but there's hundreds of dollars of value. It's insane. Put your name and email in there, boom, go ahead and click on yes, I'll give it a shot. You'll land right here in our Facebook group on the top right. It'll say join here. Once you click on join here, you're going to be inside. You're going to be able to find out. You're going to see exactly what we do around here for the affiliates. I give step-by-step guides, how to promote, what exactly to say. I mean, it's really one of those things. If you can copy and paste and you're consistent on at least doing a couple trainings a week, I mean, for you not to be successful doing this and attracting people to your brand, it would be very hard. I mean, I don't even know a way that I could tell you that, you can't attract people if you actually do what we do. So as you can see, we got somebody at the time doing this video request to join. So pump for you right there. All I know, I mean, look at this, 202 new people here just in the last few days. It's just been, It's been a humbling experience to see the value in the creation of what people are doing when they get inside. People making money for the first time, people having breakthroughs for the first time in their life. People are crying, they're going through this emotional phase when they go through the $1 Million Day, because it's not a negative cry. It's the most joyous, happy release that they've ever gone through, because they're finally releasing all the undone stuff that was in their life, that that was holding them down, that was pressing them back, and now their vision for their future and their life is just blown away because they see it. They visualize what can happen. You can visualize what can happen in your life right now. Jump inside, come down below this video right here, and just click on this big old image, and just get started with us, because at the end of the day, it's $14.95 a month. You got nothing to lose, and if you don't like it and you think it's crap, ask for your money back. We'll shoot it back to you. It's no big deal. I mean, literally $14.95. We really want to show you what our whole goal of this $14.95 a month is, just to show you how much value you can create on the internet for the money, because you can attract the masses to whatever you have to offer, and you can leave really long-lasting, sustainable legacies without spending millions and millions of dollars for advertising on TV campaigns and things like that. I mean, you can do that out here, and that's what we're going to teach you how to do. And it's a beautiful thing. I mean, what's cool about this stuff is you're going to come in here. The internet's really neat because your kids can come inside of here and they can understand what you're doing. And probably they'll even teach you how to, go on Facebook and do some things like that if you're not savvy with that kind of situation. And we'll also have some things that we're going to be doing for children as well through the process, because Mark's super pumped about doing some kind of kid lemonade stand inside of here. It's a really family feel environment. You're going to find out it's not about the money. It's not about, people, clouting on around, things like that, like saying, oh, I made this and that and this. It's about this family feel. It's about this environment. It's about this atmosphere where you're going to come inside of here and just going to feel good about what you've done. I mean, it's just one of those things. So like I said, come down below, click on this image, get rocking with us, or come over here, take the 24-hour test drive. And I always tell people, you're going to attract how you act. This situation right here in your life is going to attract the people that you're going to have come into your life. So what do you want? If you were to bring somebody here, or if you were to bring somebody to your direct sales business, or your idea of the entrepreneur mind that you have, would you want them to take action? If it was a charity, would you want them to donate? Would you want them to sign up? Would you want them to share something so you could get the word out? If it's your direct sales business, would you want them to wait and chill and just test stuff? Or would you want them to take action and join, right? That's the kind of people that you want, obviously. You want people to share your stuff if you're a charity, or you want people to join if you're in a direct sales business. Same goes with here. If you take the free test drive, think about this. You're going to attract how you act. If you do the free test drive, you're going to attract free test drive type of people. If you come down here, you immediately take action, you go ahead and jump inside. You don't even have to ask questions, because the money is just irrelevant, $14.95. But you don't ask questions, because you just know that you want to attract leaders into your life. You want to attract action takers. You want to attract go-getters. You want to attract visionaries, because visionaries are going to take you to the next level. If you want that kind of person, then go down below, click this image, get started right now, and get rocking with us, because it's really, you can see it right here, right now. You know the stories. You see the value. The person that brought you here was excited to bring you here. You know exactly what you need to do, so there's no reason to procrastinate. And I know that if you're here right now, there's a reason, and there is a reason why you are attracted to this internet lifestyle, and there's a reason why you're on your computer at whatever time this is, and there's a reason why you're watching this video. And I want you to know that I completely want to welcome you inside the Internet Lifestyle Network. The video you're going to see here at the end is the extended version of Mark's story. It's a 10-minute video versus the 3-minute video that you just saw. And just enjoy it if you want. Other than that, just go ahead and get started. Like I said, at the end of the day, you're going to attract the people into your life who you become yourself. So rock and roll, y'all. I cannot wait to see you inside the Internet Lifestyle family, and I cannot wait to see the success story and the amount of people that get attracted to your business when you follow us step by step through this university. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you on the inside.
Drinking myself to sleep, passing out, crying, and that's what it did to me. That's what I let it happen. We would have neighbors bring us groceries, so we would bring, and we would put the groceries on the floor and get on our knees and touch the food and thank God for the food. So I was very grateful, and I was very broken in that environment. And then maybe that same night, you know, I buy a 12-pack of beer and drink myself to passing out on the floor, crying, because I'm so broken. So it was a mixture of, you know, faith and desperation and all these things. There was mornings I couldn't get out of bed, and my wife would just read books over me. She would just read words over me, and she would tell me, just do it. But I was so broken. I mean, I wouldn't say I was suicidal, but I began to Google like how to beat depression right before I was on the edge of it, because I felt I was on the edge. I was right on the edge of tipping over and just losing it, and it was crushing. So that thing is, to not be able to provide is it emasculates a person. It really does. So what do you do though? You just work your way, you sweat your way out of it, I guess. I just sweated and just didn't give up. I could have given up. I probably should have at many points. There was no reason to believe otherwise, right? Talked to my friend one time, and he got up, and he was actually, I was going through counseling. I was seeing a counselor for like, I just was so screwed up. I was so gone. And he said, how's your business going? I said, well, I'm turning the corner. And after about a month, he said, you know, he literally got up out of his desk, and he said, it seems like to me, every week you're turning the corner. And he just started walking in circles. And you see, the sign was, that's what your business is. It's just walking in circles. You know, so I could look at that and said, you know, I'm a loser, I'm a tool, I'm going to quit. Or I'm just going to figure it out. I'm just going to be a honey badger over this thing and not give a crap, and I'm going to figure it out. So it takes a little bit of naivety to make this thing happen. You've got to believe things. And even one of my mentors, one of my first mentors, I said, I want to make $500,000 in this industry. And you know, he said, Mark, I've been around it for 8 years. People make like 60 to 80,000. That's just what people do here. You know, you hear about the 500,000, but I ain't ever seen it. That's what he said. I said, I want to do it though. I want to do it. So you can, they talk about Steve Jobs doing reality distortion, and you have to distort reality. You do. You have to see what others can't see. You have to do things others can't see. You have to deal with the ridicule and the belittling and the blasphemies at you and mocking and the jokes. And you have to take all of that, and you have to have enough focus where that stuff is just like bugs hitting the driving. You know, as you're driving 1,000 miles an hour, there's going to be bugs and squirrels that you run over and things that are hitting the windshield. And you got to be able to take all that stuff, and you're just in galactic speed. And I would visualize with Solomon, I'd take these verses and I'd visualize that that all these promises were happening. I would visualize, there's a verse, I think it's in Malachi, where it says, you know, if you bring the tithe into my storehouse, and it assumes integrity and hard work and 6 days and all this stuff, then I'll bring in so much blessing that I'll open the windows of heaven and bring in so much blessing you won't know where to put it. And it's this idea, and literally I would visualize all this wealth coming into my account, and literally at the federal government had a limit. I think it was $100,000 limit on how much you could put in a bank account, and we maxed that frickin' bank account out, and I literally had to go find another bank account to put money in. I mean, it was the manifestation. I saw these things happening, but I believed in them way before I had any real reason to. So faith is the evidence of things not seen. That's what living in faith is. And on earth, you know, you've got to put your faith into tangible manifestations, things and people and institutions and realities that are touchable, you know, visceral things. Like I would imagine that my clients would see me at a live event and throw their hands around me and hug me and cry and tell me how much they changed my life. Now, every week, there are clients that have tearful stories of how my story and my impact and this and that has changed their lives. I mean, it's incredible. But I saw it all before there was any reason to believe it. Really.
Really?
I saw every bit. I remember my phone, I would write all this stuff down. I allow myself to wake up to a text message that says, hey Mark, I made another $3,000. Thank you so much for your leadership. And I wake up to text messages all the time. I just got a text message, I'm not even kidding you, before this phone call, where a gentleman just made an $8,000 sale. Just right before we're sitting here. That is my life. I get these text messages all the time from teammates and clients. Hey, I just had a teammate who did worked like 16, 17,000, his best month ever, his first 30 days working with me. But I wrote all this stuff down. I wrote all of this stuff down. And it's happened in a bigger measure than I even imagined. But the key is you have to see this stuff. And you have to believe it when no one else does. That's what you have to do. And then maybe God says, okay, well done. It's yours. Like there's a threshold, this ugly threshold that you cross. And then you deserve it. So I wouldn't have deserved it if I didn't work for it like that. Powerful stuff. What's the secret? You know, what was it? Because you went from qualifying for welfare to 8 figures. Well, at the time when I made Solomon, it was, $1 million, but you made several $1 million so fast. How do you do it? And this was me just like, I didn't want to have to explain this Solomon stuff over and over and over and over because I was doing it. Yeah. They'd say you reference Proverbs here and there, you reference the Bible now and then. Like, what do you mean by that? Like, it seems like there's a grasp on it that's different or a little different than normal. And so this was a time saver initially for me. Yeah. And partly, and I'm not even kidding. And this is on the super deep level. I'm very aware that life is fragile, super tiny. I could be gone tomorrow, I could be gone the next day. And what had happened for me was so profound that Solomon, I wanted my kids, if I died, that they could go through that course and feel like they know their father. Yeah. So it was as much for my children, and Isaac's going through it now. Yeah. It's crazy, and he's understanding who his father really is and what made all this tick. So, the motivations were just so on for. I'm not even on, it was just so natural to make this thing. Yeah. And it was such a heart project because it was, it was for my friends and for my kids. And then, of course, it's an awesome moneymaker. Yeah. I have a concern. What's my concern with Micah in particular? Yes, Micah, what is it? Sit normal.
You love me?
It's my concern to continue loving you. And I do. Give me a kiss because I love you so much. No. Here's my concern for Micah. What do you think it is, Gracie? You kids, I have a concern about Micah. And what is it?
Oh, well, he's the one causing the trouble.
No, you usually are. Isaac?
Dad, he's not left out.
That's it. You three will go off and play, and you'll go do your own thing, and Micah's alone. And he's alone over and over and over. Just tonight, we're all at the table. Where was he? Alone. Right? But that's a theme that keeps happening over and over and over, and I'm concerned for it. So I'm asking you guys to I'm not saying you have to invite him all the time because that gets annoying and then you resent him, right? But I want you to think about my brother.
When I'm alone, I can just eat all that candy.
But I want you guys, I'm being very serious. I want you guys to think about your brother. I do. I want you to think about including him as much. It doesn't have to be all the time, okay? But
we're a little girl, and it was hard though. You see, I'm using money because you guys aren't here to hear about my grandma. You're here about making money. I mean, that's what you should do. But this heart-centered principle of letting the heart lead the whole show. I'm not going to wait till she's in the grave. I have perfect peace. We finish it. And she said, Mark, my only request is when something happens that you fly home right away to try to catch me before I go. That's all she asked, right? But without heart-centered living, I wouldn't have had that conversation. Without the money, I wouldn't be able to do it. We're flying 6 kids across the country all the time. It can cost some money.